Hi everyone, we're going to play with our circle maker and angle maker today because I looked ahead for today's pattern, which is here on Pattern Focus, and I saw this word hex when I was looking at yesterday's pattern, and sure enough, this is a pattern on a hex grid. Now, I personally am unable to make this hexagon shape freehand in any way, shape, or form that makes it. I mean, I can draw it, and I know how to draw the pattern so that you know, I can make it, but it doesn't come out even close to being even. And I think to practice these patterns, I want a more even hexagon, just for myself. So first, before I do anything else, I'm going to construct myself a couple of hexagons that are more even. They might not be perfectly even, but they're going to be more even. So what I want to do first, I'm going to turn on the light so I can see what I'm doing. What I want to do first is I want to take my circle maker, and I'm going to stick the, I got a piece of, this is a piece of mixed media paper out of a mixed media sketchbook. Just I think it's a 5x8 size, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I just need a small piece of it anyways, but it's a little bit thicker than my cardstock, so I thought it would be better for a template. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this arrow at the 0. Can you guys see the whole thing? I think you can. Okay, I'm going to make that at the 0. Don't need that big of a thing. Stick it like here. I don't know. Yeah, here's good. Okay, so at 0, and to do a hexagon, which is 6-sided, right? You need 6 lines or 6 sections. I just took the 360, divided it by 6, and so every 60 degrees I want to make a line. And since they go all the way through, I can do it this way, and then I can turn it to 60. So I really only have to draw 3 this way and this way, and 120 this way and this way, because when I go back to 180, it's going to be straight across. Okay, so now I have a 6 thing, and I want to do it twice because I want 2 different sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that same line I've already had, and I'm going to do it again. 60 and 120. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle. I should have left it on there. That's okay. Just straighten it up with a line. Find the middle right here. Right? That's where the middle was. Can you see that? You probably guys can't see that. Let me zoom you in a little. Oops. And then I'm going to have to scoot myself this way so you guys can see. Okay, so there's those lines. This was the middle point, right, of these 6 lines. Put my 0 at the middle point, and I'm gonna make 1 inch one and a 1/2 inch one, I think. So I'm gonna use my 1 inch, which is here, and I'm just going to draw a circle. Come on, go all the way around. Oh, it's stuck. Well, it's stuck, so I'll go the other way. Okay, so that's a 1-inch one. Oh, I should have, no, that's too big. That's going to be 2 inches. That's a 1-inch radius. That's a 2-inch diameter. I think that's going to be too big, but that's okay. I'll make a third one. It's all right. Let's try again on this one with the smallest size, which is this one. And do I want one even smaller? Maybe. I'm thinking maybe I want one more small one. I'm going to use this line because I don't want to waste paper. So I'm going to get it close to here. Except for I need that to be on the 0. Okay. Let's do that on the 0. 60. Oh, I didn't do this. And the 120. Okay, so here's the middle of the next one. And that one I want really small, which I want like maybe about a 1/2 inch, which will be this circle here, 4/8, right? So I'm just going to, oh, that's not going to work. Huh. Need to get closer to the middle with this one. And I need it to go, I need actually a right angle. So let's give myself one extra line that I wasn't planning on, but okay, I need a 90. That's not in the middle. Let's try again with the 0 in the middle. There. Didn't know you were going to be doing maths today, right? Go over to the 90. You can't see because now I've zoomed in too far. Over to the 90. I need a 90-degree angle for placing my circle. See that circle there is about the same size, 8 out of 8, which would be a 1-inch. So 4 out of 8 would be a 1/2 inch. I'm going to do a half that size. That's really small. Maybe I'll do this size. But I need a right angle because if I put this one and this one on this straight and this one and this one on this right angle, which I didn't draw all the way through, which was not smart. Then, what was I doing? I was doing 5/8. Then it will be in the middle of this. Okay. Now what I need to do is remember which line was what, because I added that extra line that I didn't need. But I'm just going to take my straight edge. I'm going to do it on the big one first. And I'm just going to connect. I'm going to use my pen. I'm going to connect this line and this line, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to connect this line and this line from this dot. Come on, draw this dot to this dot. And from that dot to that dot, and there, and there, and there. Those are my 6 dots, evenly spaced. And I'm just going to draw a straight line, and that should give me my hexagon. This pen isn't working very well. I'm going to have to get me a new pen. Okay, that gets me a nice hexagon. Now I'm going to do that again for this one. I'm going to do to this dot, that, 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 and that, right? You guys still see what I'm doing? I got so involved in what I'm doing, I'm not sure you can see. Okay. And then I want this little one. So I do want this dot, but I don't want this one. I want this one, that one, that one, and that one. Those are my 6. Oh, that's a little off. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but close would be nice. Okay. That one doesn't look right. I think this angle is just a little bit off. Something's not right on this one. I didn't do something right there. Huh. That's interesting. Let's try that smaller one again, shall we? I'll draw a big one and I'll draw a smaller one. Alright, let's try again. Zero on that line. Okay, so instead of measuring, trying to draw a circle, I'm just going to measure how far I want it to be. I think I want it about like that. Okay, and with my pen, that seems too big. That seems about the same as that. It is. That's too big. All right, let's try again with it a little smaller. Let's do that. Can I have anything I can mark that with? This isn't working. that spot. Okay. That's too small. All right. Come on. That one maybe. 1 centimeter. And you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Let's try 1 centimeter. That's to here. I do wish in the United States we would move to metric and use centimeters instead of inches, because that's just so much easier. I do not understand why we stick with inches. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm using the right dot. It's this one, not that one. Okay. There. That looks about the size I want it. And you see why I wouldn't want to try to draw this on a tile. Now I know that you can do a freehand one, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is now cut out this one, and this one really quick. Going to be off camera. Sorry about that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to do a question. Why not? What kind of TV commercial would you like to make? I wouldn't like to make any TV commercials. Thank you very much. That's kind of a weird question. If I were going to make a TV commercial, it would not be any kind of medical TV commercials. Those are the ones that drive me the most crazy. Okay, there's one. Yeah, medical TV commercials are just horrible. They, they advertise for some medication and they say, go ask your doctor. Well, first off, you shouldn't be getting medical advice from the television. Especially a 30-second commercial. And especially a 30-second commercial that tells you possible side effects including death. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go rushing to my doctor and ask for. I know that they're legally bound to say what all the side effects are, but you know what? Yeah. That's just silly. I'm not going to say, oh, I think I might have this disease and I think I might need to take that medicine and rush to my doctor. No, 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 no. You already are at your doctor for some other thing, or you're at your doctor for a particular diagnosis, and your doctor will discuss with you the different medical stuff that could happen. Okay, now I have some templates that I can use anytime we do a hexagon grid pattern. That took me a quick moment, but it's much faster than me fiddling with patterns every time I need to do a pattern. So now I'm going to turn my light back off so you guys can see the screen of my phone. Otherwise you can't see. Oop. Unlock it because it turned itself off. Now we're going to study this one. It's called Hexfold. So on our hexagon, after we've drawn out the hexagons, whatever size we want, the Hexfold has a V shape here, and it goes past that midline. If that's the middle, oop, 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 right there. It goes past that. See how it goes down past the midline? And then this kind of V shape comes from the middle of this line and the middle of this line. So it doesn't come from down here, it comes from out here. And it also goes just past the midline. But you don't draw this bit. Does that make sense? So you're ending up with this shape. And then that could be it. Or you could add the variation of putting the auras in there. She's got them going that way, and she's got them with some color. Really cool. So I'm going to draw myself a hex grid in pencil on my tile. Decide what size I want to use. So now that I have these various sizes, do I want a bunch of teeny tiny ones? No, not particularly. Although that might be interesting to add a variation. You could easily add a variety of sizes, because those should line up and the angles should be correct, but then you have these funky little spots there, which I'm not gonna do. But it's a thought. It is a thought, especially if this equaled anything. Does that equal anything? Not particularly. Okay, never mind. So do I want one big one? No. I think I'm going to go with this size. I think I can get 3 across at this size. I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm just going to draw around my template to get that shape. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, because when I draw around it with my pen, now you'll notice I'm not drawing around it with my pen to start, because I do still want that sort of hand-drawn thing, and I just now noticed that I can't get 3 because I went not close enough to my edge. So, another good reason to start in pencil. You can plan things out in pencil. No, there is nothing that says you can't plan out your tile in pencil. And those who say that you can't use pencil in your drawing, well, I say poo-poo to that. There we go. And I noticed that my little tile wasn't straight, because it kind of be going at an angle on my page, but that's okay. Because I still want it to look like it's hand drawn. I don't want it to look machine drawn. But I do want this shape. Okay. And I think I'm going to put one here. And one here. And one here. And I guess, do I want to put one there? I guess so. Not really. I don't know. I guess so. Okay. Okay. So that, of course, is going to give us this sort of flowery shape when we do that, which is fine. I almost want, no, I'm too close to the corner. I do almost want a smaller one in there. No, I'm going to leave it like that for now. If we have another hex grid coming up, which I think we do, I believe looking ahead, it looked like we were going to have another hex grid. So, yeah, this Pitt pen's got to go. Let's try this Micron. I'm going to switch back to a Micron because that Pitt pen has seen better days. Ugh. I have to sit very awkwardly because of my foot. So, I don't like that. You know what? I think maybe I'm going to leave that as pencil to start with. Because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this yet. So I might not draw the grid right yet. But I am going to go to about here. So we'll draw that shape. And then I'll draw that shape. I think I want this one going this way. Can I go a variety of different directions? Let's do that and just see what happens. Why not? Okay, so I guess I do want to draw this. Wasn't sure if I did, so that's why I waited. Because you could erase parts of your grid, and then it makes it more interesting that you figure out how pattern was drawn because you don't see the grid underlying. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Interesting. I've been drawing with that other pen for so long. This one's actually a little bit thinner, and I can tell that it's thinner. Okay, I kind of like it being random like that. That's interesting. Not sure I want going to get a bigger pen. I want a little bit different size. I think I want the big one. Change my mind. I want the big one. Okay. Getting my biggest pen, my thickest one. You guys still in the viewfinder? I find that sometimes I forget. I get all wrapped up in the drawing, especially when we have these like repeated line motif, and then I get distracted from watching what I'm doing. Okay, well, those are kind of cool. I think I want to color just the tip of these triangles. That. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then I want to shade. All right, so what was this called? Hex something. Hex. Oh, come on, phone. Oh, I hate this phone. I really do. Hexfold. Alright, where'd it go? I lost the lid to my pen. Oh golly, I can't reach. Ah! No dropping things. It's too hard for me to bend like that because of the way I have to sit with my foot. I think the one on that side of each of these points is going to be long, a little bit bigger of a deeper shadow than the one on this side. Both sides are going to have a shadow, but I think the one on my right side is going to be bigger. That will give it some interesting dimension. Okay, Let's try that. See what that does. And see what other things I might want to do to make that even better. I'm using my big stump because I really want to just push a lot of that stencil around. Give a nice big shadow. I see these as kind of like folded over pencil points or something. Very interesting. Like that. Put some white on there. Like that. Ah! Okay, that came out completely different than I expected, but it was good. I need to find a little place to store my little templates, or else I will lose them. Okay, you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Sorry that the first part of that video went a little long. I had to make my templates because there was no way I was going to try to draw that freehand. Okay, so you guys have a great day. I will see you tomorrow on the next pattern, which I saw as I was getting this one, is another hex one. So I may start out on the next pattern with my grid already drawn out. That might be faster for you guys. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.